So guys, in the last lecture we saw just a minute guys. So in the last lecture we saw the graphical methods of solution of a pair of linear equation. That is, we solved the pair of linear equations graphically and then found the solution of them. Now we are going to the next topic of this chapter, that is the algebraic method of solving a pair of linear equations. In that also there are broadly three methods guys. One is the substitution method, and the second method is elimination method, and the third method is cross multiplication method. So we are going to see each method one by one. In this lecture we'll be seeing substitution method. Right. So when you hear the word substitution guys, what comes to your mind? Substitution means substituting something with some other thing, right? Substituting a variable with some other variable or with some other terms, substituting a space with some other things, right? Right, it's like replacement. So we are going to do the same thing guys. What we are going to do is, they would have given us two equations, right? We will take one equation and bring the values. For example, we will take the values of x in term of y, that is we'll write as x equal to 3 minus 2y, right? If 2y comes this side, it becomes 3 minus 2y, and then the value which you got of x in terms of y, that we are going to put it in the other equation, that is in this equation. That time what will happen, this entire equation will be of only one variable, that is variable y, because x you are replacing with this quantity, right? This will be in terms of only y. Then after solving that equation, you will be able to find the value of y, correct? After finding the value of y, you are going to put the value of y in any of the two equations, then find the value of x. Done. That's it guys. Then you will be having both the values, that is the values of x and y. The whole purpose of this chapter is to find the values of x and y, right? That is the solution of the pair of linear equation. This is the first method in that. Let's directly get into the example and then see guys, then it will be easily understandable. So the example they are given us, solve the following pair of equation by substitution method. This is also example 7 of your NCERT textbook. Now what we are going to do, we will take the value of x guys. Let's take equation, this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Now let's take the equation 2. Let's bring the value of x in terms of y, which means we have to keep x one side and all other terms the other side. So this we got the value of x. Now this value we are going to substitute in the equation 1. Done. So here I'll write in the bracket, substituting this value in equation 1. Done. If you substitute it, what happens? It becomes 7 into this whole term, 3 minus 2y, and then minus 15y equal to 2, right? Now let's expand it, that is we'll open it. It becomes 21 minus 14y minus 15y equal to 2, correct? Now this becomes minus 29y, right? Because it is minus 14y minus 15y, which means 21 minus 29y equal to 2. Now let's do one thing, let's keep all the terms of y one side and all the terms of the number term other side. So let's take 20 minus 29y the other side, it becomes plus 29y, right? We'll take the 2 towards the left, it becomes 21 minus 2 equal to 29y, right? So the value of y is going to be equal to 19 by 29, correct? Now if you put this value in any of these two equations, you will get the value of x. Let's do it guys. Let's put this equation, this value in equation 2, because it seems a bit easy, right? X plus 2 into y, right? 2 into the value of y which we got as 19 by 29 equal to 3. Now with this we will be able to find the value of x, right? This becomes 38. 2 into 19 is 38. So it is x plus 38 by 29 equal to 3. Now x equal to 3 minus 38 by 29. Right. Now we have to do the multiplication and then we'll find the value of x after taking the LCM. This will become 30, 90, 87. 87 minus 38 by 29. So 87 minus 38 is, so it is like 50, 49. Correct. It will be 49 by 29. So x equal to 49 by 29. Done. So the value of y is 19 by 29 and the value of x is 49 by 29. Just a minute guys, let me check it if the answer is correct. Just give me a second. Yeah guys, it's perfectly correct. Both the answers are perfectly correct. That's it guys. This is how you are going to solve it. Right. Now I'll explain you once again guys. What you are going to do is in the first step you will take a simpler equation. That is, if you see here the numbers are small, right? It's like 1, 2 and 3. Here it's like 7, 15 and 2. So here it seems like the equation might come up a bit complex. So we'll take this equation, we'll bring the value of one variable in terms of the other variable. That is, we'll take the values of x in terms of other variables. And then the other variable which you got, we will substitute this in the which equation? In the other equation. Right, we'll substitute it here. Right, so then we'll be getting the value of y, because it will become, the entire equation will become in the value of y. Now again the same value y will substitute in the second equation, that is in a simpler equation, because we want the value of x. If you substitute it, the x will become, we'll get the values of x by simple arithmetic. That's it guys, it's as simple as that. Now I'll move aside, you can take the screenshot. After this, now let's go to the next example. So now let's go to the example 8 guys. Example 8, they have given us two equations. This is actually quite similar. I mean, it's the same as the Aftab's guys. I mean, it's same as, I mean, we are solving the same question. That is the Aftab's question, which we see, which we have seen in exercise 8.1 question number 1. That is Aftab and his daughter Sage, right? So that question we have to solve in using substitution method in this example, that is in example 8. They have given two equations guys. Let's solve it. So first let's expand it. Let this be equation 1 and this be equation 2. First let's start expanding it. This one, it becomes s minus 7 equal to 7 of 7. Okay, we have to expand it, right? So 70 minus 49. This becomes like, let's take all the terms with the t variable one side and all the other terms another side, right? Okay guys, this is 7 and this is t, don't get confused, right? So we'll do one thing, we'll write 7 like this. We will write without that the hyphen kind of thing, so that it will be a bit clear. We'll just write 7. Done. Okay, so this becomes 70. Right, so let's bring all the t terms at one side and all other terms one side. I mean, let's bring t and s terms one side and let's take all the constant constant term the other side. So it becomes s minus 7t, okay, is equal to minus 42, because when minus 7 goes that side, it becomes plus 7 and it will become minus 42. Now let's expand this equation. So this becomes our new form of the first equation. Let's expand the second equation. S plus 3 equal to 3t plus 9. S minus 3t equal to plus 6. Because it's positive, you're going to get positive if you expand it. So this will be just 6. This becomes our second equation. Now we have to put the value of one equation one variable in terms of other variable in the other equation, right? So what we'll do, let's take this equation. Let's find what is the value of s here. You will get s as 3t plus 6, correct? Now this value, let's substitute in the first equation in place of s. In this s place, we'll be substituting this whole value. So it will become like 3t plus 6 in the place of s here, minus 7t equal to minus 42, right? Now let's expand this, let's do the calculations. It will become minus 4t, this will go to the other side, plus 6 will become minus 6, so it will become minus 48, right? And t minus minus gets cancelled, t will be equal to 48 by 4, which will be equal to 12. So the value of t which we got is 12. Now put this value of t in any of this equation, you will get the value of s. Let's take the first equation, guys. In the first equation, we'll put the value of t. S minus 7 equal to 7 into 12 minus 7, right? So this will become 5, right? S minus 7 equal to 7 into 5. This will become 35. S will be equal to 35. When this 7 goes the other side, it becomes plus 7. So S will become equal to 42. So the value of t is 12 and the value of S is 42. That's it, guys. These are the final answers. So what we first did is we took the value of S in terms of t from equation 2, right? After that, we substituted that value in place of s of the first equation, right? And then here, and then we got the value of t. And then what we did, t value we again placed it in the equation 1, right? After that, we got the value of s also. So both the values of t and s we got it. So that's it, guys. That's what we had to find in this question of both the variables. Now I'll move aside, you can take the screenshot. Now let's go to the next example, that is example 9. Now let's go to example 9, guys. Example 9 tells us, let us consider example 2 in section 3.3, that is the cost of 2 pencils and 3 erasers is rupees 9 and the cost of 4 pencils and 6 erasers is rupees 18. Find the cost of each pencil and each eraser. Okay, guys. This is actually an example 2 of section 3.3. If you remember, we solved this graphically. Now we are going to solve this algebraically using the method of substitution method. So let's directly get into the solution, guys, and follow the steps and find the solution. So if you remember, the equation which you got was something like 2x plus 3y, because we considered the price of one pencil as x, right? The price of one pencil we considered as x rupees and the price of one pen we considered as y rupees. Make sure that you write it in the entire sentence. I'm just writing in the short forms because we have already done this question previously. So the equations which we get are 2x plus 3y equal to 9 and then 4x plus 6y equal to 18, right? Now what we are going to do, we are going to take one equation, write that equation such a way that you are going to express one variable in the form of another variable, right? You are going to express one variable in the form of terms of other variables and constant numbers. For example, let's take the first equation. Let's find only the value of x, like for example, if it is 2x plus 3y equal to 9, right? So let's write in terms of x. So it becomes 9 minus 3y. So x will be equal to 9 minus 3y by 2. Right. Now what we have to do, we have to place this value in place of second equation. Then we'll be getting the whole equation in terms of y. And then we'll get the value of y. And then we'll get the value of x. For example, since we got the value of x, we are going to replace it in this equation. Right. Plus 6y equal to 18. So now if you see, this 4 gets cancelled by 2, 2 1 the 2 2s are. So this will be remaining like 2 into 9 minus 3y plus 6y equal to 18, right? This will become 18 minus 6y plus 6y equal to 18. Guys, if you see here, it's very interesting. If you see here, minus 6y and 6y are getting cancelled, right? Only 18 equal to 18 is left out, right? 18 equal to 18 is left out, which means, guys, this equation is irrespective of values of x and y. The solution of this equation is irrespective of values of x and y, which means any value of x and y, that is, both the values are going to be same in first place, and any same value is going to give us the solution of this equation. For example, just a minute, guys. So we are going to get a parallel line. Yeah, we are going to get a coincident line. So any point on that coincident line is going to give us a solution, because if you see these two equations, guys, if you divide this whole equation by 2, you are going to get the first equation itself. For example, 4 by 2 you are going to get 2, 6 by 2 you are going to get 3, and 18 by 2 you are going to get 9, which means if you divide this whole equation by 2, you are going to get the first equation, which means both are coincident line, which means all the points in that line is going to give you the solution, which means there doesn't exist one solution, there exist infinitely many solutions. This is what you're going to understand from this step, guys. If you get a y value irrespective of the value of y, which means you have infinitely many solutions for this equation. That's it, guys. Just a minute. Yeah, that's it, guys. Now let's go to the example 10. Just a minute, guys. Let me see how they are given in CRT textbook once. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's how even they are given in the NCERT textbook. They are given as this statement is true for all values of y. However, we do not get a specific value of y as a solution. Therefore, we cannot obtain a specific value of x. This situation has arisen because both the given equations are same. As I said, if you divide the second equation, you are going to get the first equation itself. Therefore, equation 1 and 2 have infinitely many solutions. Observe that we have obtained the same solution graphically also. As I said, we are going to get a coincident line, and every point in that line is going to give us a solution, which means it has infinitely many solutions, right? That's it, guys. Now let's go to example 10. Now I'll move aside, you can take the screenshot. So guys, now let's go to the next example, that is example 10. In example 10, they are given us, let us consider the example 3 of section 3.2, will the rails cross each other? Okay, guys. So they have given us the pair of equation. We have to tell whether the lines will cross each other. When will the rails cross each other? When they have a solution, when they have a unique solution, that is when the equations are consistent. So let's first try to solve this by using the method of substitution, right? I mean, we have to solve using the method of substitution in this example, because that's the topic we are studying. So what we'll do, let's take the example, the equation 1 first. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. If you take the equation 1 and write x in terms of y, so x will become equal to, we'll take all the other terms the other side, x will become equal to 4 minus 2y. So this value of x we will replace in this value of x in this equation 2, correct? Here actually in your exam you have to write it, guys. After getting this, you have to put it in the brackets and write it. Now we will replace this value of x in equation 2, and then the next step should be the replacement step, where we will replace it. In exam you have to write everything step by step, guys. Now just I'm teaching you the concept, and also I'll tell you the things which you have to write it down, but I won't write it fully, but in exam you have to write it completely, all the steps. Plus 4y minus 12 equal to 0. Now let's open this brackets. It will become 8 minus 4y plus 4y minus 12 equal to 0. Now if you see, minus 4y and plus 4y gets cancelled up, and here it will become 8 equal to, if you take minus 12 the other side, it becomes 12. How is this possible, guys? 8 equal to 12, it's coming at last. It's not possible at all, right? Which means these two equations won't intersect. They won't intersect, which means these two rails won't intersect in the graph. I mean, these two equations won't have a solution. That is, there will be a parallel lines in the graph which won't have a solution. They will be like a parallel if you draw their graph, right? So they don't have any solution, guys. So the final answer is no solution. No solution to this pair of linear equation in two variables. That's it, guys. Now I'll move aside, you can take the screenshot. Now guys, we have finished 4 examples based upon the substitution method. Now the next exercise which we are going to solve in the next lecture is exercise 3.3, which is completely based upon substitution method of, that is, which comes under the main topic of algebraic method of solving pair of linear equation, right? So we'll be solving 3.3 exercise completely in the next lecture. So before going to that lecture, I want you people to practice few more examples based upon the substitution method, so that it will be easy for you people to keep solving those exercises. And also, before watching the next lecture of solution of the exercise, try to solve the exercise by yourself once. And whichever question you are not able to solve, just encircle it, and when you see my lecture, that time you can learn those questions which you couldn't solve. So that's it for this lecture, guys. Meet you in the next lecture. Bye guys, until then.